find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. And this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they never fly into the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 from the 10. An option handoff given to Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 9 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Cardinals 10, Vikings 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Murray now on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team.
He's got a man, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there. That leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. Might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Vikings at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run it again with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they run the option on 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Back to throw again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin, deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Murray going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
24. Vikings 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception.
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Cousins. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On second down, Connor looking for space. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Now Murray again. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. On the move past the 40, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
First down, Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Play fake. Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Murray now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Murray. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play. game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins to throw it this time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The drive will start with Connor, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get through. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. This will be swung out here for counter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
38. Vikings 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
second down. Here's Nwangu.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Great. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back to throw it, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Murray. Ertz over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.